Everyone has that one auntie who has never had a boyfriend and is going to kill herself. Whose fault is it? Who is to blame for the fact that your aunt couldn't find a man to protect her in her last days? Well, it's obviously her fault. She put herself in that situation because she thought she could level up and get the best guys, or that she didn't need a man. She has no one to come home to her anymore. These women are the modern-day leftovers who chose to fight instead of having the fight choose them. As a man, you know how easy it is for a woman to get a man. All they have to do is exist and look halfway decent, and someone will take them. So if you meet a woman and she still has no boyfriend, that should tell you everything you need to know. There's no need to check them out. Once she turns 29, she should automatically be taken out of the running. You guys always forget that most women don't start having bedroom 518. No matter how you feel about it, a lot of women start in their early to late teens. The truth doesn't care what you think or how you feel. I know that many of you who are watching this video know girls who started before they went to college. And that's the way it is. Back when I was in high school, at least half of the women lost their Wii card. So if you meet an older woman on the street, she may have been there for almost 20 years, if not longer, because no one has taken her or because her marriage failed. So, knowing this, why would you choose a woman who was wasting her time getting her back blown out instead of looking for something serious? Think, guys, is that the kind of person you want to take a chance on or let raise your kids? And what if she has a child or several children with different men and wants child support? Are you going to ignore the obvious red flags and live in ignorance just because she tickled your Dragon Balls? Men, instead of letting your longing for the stupid juice in your nuts cloud your judgment, you need to think and make a choice. These extra X-axes should be left alone with their pet to live out the rest of their lives. They don't deserve to be saved and given a relationship after wasting that chance for at least 10 years. Some men are finally waking up and realizing that they are making a big mistake by taking these women seriously. In the past, leftover women had almost no chance of ever finding a man who would commit to them. We need to bring that back and make women answer for playing and wasting their youth when they should be working with their husbands to build their families. But unfortunately, women are told by society that they can't think about getting married until they are in the leftover territory. And men are made to think that choosing older women is the right thing to do at our expense. And I'm here to tell you that both of your choices are nonsense and won't help these women. I think the problem will be that young men, Gen Z, and millennials who are invisible to most women in their age group and can't get peace leave to save their lives will go to the remaining women and Kate for help. And we can't stop it because young women are all trying to get the best men. So older women will fill the void for these young men, and men will foolishly save these women. I don't think they'll get the ring though, and the fact that 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030 gives me peace of mind that men are no longer getting a bad deal, and the proof that you shouldn't date these women is right in front of you. Look at how the number of births is going down. The number of single women getting divorced and married is going up, and the number of births is going. Even though the proof is right there, people see the lies, decide it's not worth it, and choose a different path. Then there is a group of men who go overseas to find a traditional woman so they don't have to deal with the angry women who were left over. Take a look at the passport bras. They're tired of getting treated badly by black women, so they decided to go abroad and try the food there, instead of being the one who cleans up and gets treated badly. Then there are the free agents who travel abroad to have some fun and enjoy life. None of these men will take a bad deal from a leftover woman because they can see for themselves that these women had nothing to offer them but baggage and kids from another man, and they're not having it. And then there are the regular travelers who go abroad to find love or have a little fun, and maybe start a long-term relationship with a local. These men could have been potential husbands for the women left behind, but they are taking themselves out of the running. This backs up my point that many of these women won't be saved anytime soon. In the future, these women would die off like flies if it weren't for the single, lonely young men. So let's look at a woman who is no longer a leftover and is now in the category of no way in heck she's someone you'd want to date or marry. Guys, it's bad out here. When you hear what this woman did, you'll think about your own life if you have a daughter. We'll look at an article from the New York Post called, "I Have 11 Kids with 8 Different Men, and I'm Not Ashamed. It's a Good Thing." She sounds like such a catch, doesn't she? Well, hit the like button, guys, and let's get started. Hatred has been thrown at a Memphis woman named Fire because she showed off the fact that she has 11 children with 8 different men. She has a lot of babies, and she doesn't care who finds out. People who hated on a woman in Tennessee because she had 11 children with 8 different men heard her answer, "I'm not ashamed of my weird family." Memphis Mama No Nan TikTok as Fi has close to 100,000 followers on the social media site and is often asked about the fathers of her children. Gents, she has 11 children from 8 different men. Holy crap. We're at this point now, and people are still defending this woman. What kind of message does it send to her kids to see her getting pregnant by 8 different men? There is a Gumps, and we're willing to be the 9th baby daddy. I'm sure she won't have any trouble having a couple more kids if her womb will let her. I don't think I've ever heard of a woman having 11 kids by this many men. So when I first heard the story, I was shocked. Who in this room thinks she would make a good wife? Lord have mercy, put a 0 in the chat if you think she would make a good wife. Let's continue. In a viral video back in August, Vi said there were even advantages to having so many men around. Let me explain it. She said, if you have 1 and you take away 1, you have 0. But if you have 8 and you take away 3, you still have 5. If I only had 1 baby daddy and he happened to leave or died, my kids would be fabulous, she said. But if I have 8 and 3 were to leave or die, my kids still have 5 dads. Send the asteroids and make it quick. This world needs to end right now. To help us, please watch this video. Please subscribe and send this video to anybody you think will benefit from it the most.